Are we live? Yay, I think we're live. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So, for those
Yes.
of you who, hold on, sorry, I might have a few technical difficulties. That's okay. It comes with the just having the first couple episodes. All right, you guys. So I am super excited. My name is Sarah Elizabeth, and this is part of the Big Money MLM TV show. And I'm really super excited. Today is going to be our first interviewee, and I didn't think I thought the first person to interview the best was my mom. My mom, her name is Sharon Hyde, and she has been in MLM. How long has it been, Mom? Gosh, it's been a long time.
I'm coming up on 20 years. It's just hard to believe.
Dang. I know. Well, I know, me being your daughter, that you've been in MLM honestly as far as I can remember. Like, I don't remember really when there was a time when you weren't a part of an MLM or network marketing. Um, so yeah, tell us a little bit about your story. What really got you started and really piqued your interest into joining MLM?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to be your guest. I'm really honored. I'm proud of each person as they step up to follow their dreams, be creative. So that's just awesome. So you asked me about how did I get interested in MLM in the first
Mm-hmm.
place?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I had a full career. I was working for a major airline. I wasn't looking for a change. And yet I was looking for a solution. And it was funny, a solution because economically, the career that I had was having some challenges. It was after 9/11, and there were some regrouping going on. And so, yeah, I had a problem to solve, but I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it. And MLM found me. And for a lot of people, it's like it appears as a solution. And I was attracted to it because it was something that I could do while I was still doing my current job and while I was trying to be super mom at the same time. And there's not much time, right, to build another career.
Yeah, it's got to be something that kind of fits into your life while you're still able to do all the other things.
Yeah,
Um,
and that's what attracted me to it. It's like, okay, there was not a lot of pressure to do a lot of things. It was more of like driven from within inside me.
And the cool thing about what you said is that you weren't looking for MLM, but it kind of just found you. And I feel like that happens to a lot of people. I feel like we don't really even know that MLM really exists until we have a need. We need another business. We need another option. We need something to help change our lives. And we kind of just ask the universe, ask God, put something in my lab, help me change my situation. And then lo and behold, a friend or a family or somebody will reach out to you. You might see a post on Facebook about some kind of opportunity. And you're like, you know what, this is kind of what I was looking for. And then bam, that's how most people, I feel like, get into network marketing.
Oh, absolutely. And I've been a consumer of products from network marketing companies for my lifetime. I think some of the best products of the planet
Hmm.
come from that style of networking. It's a brilliant, brilliant philosophy, a way of marketing that a lot of people are confused about. And like I remember even like your toys growing up, or like a lot of them were discovery toys. They were brilliant. There's whole books, clubs where you can get some of the best learning
Hmm.
books. And I was a big consumer of longer burger baskets all
Yes.
over. My princess house, all of
Princess
my
House. I remember those.
so I was a big consumer. I love products from network marketing. So, oh my goodness, and then how about the cleaning products and the Norwex
Mhm.
and
Yeah, I do have to say, totally agree with you when it comes to just the quality of the products, when it comes to MLM, direct sales, network marketing, whatever you want to call it. I do find that the products themselves are 5 star. Like, they're amazing products, and they're products that are way better than you'd find in the normal grocery store or any store, really. And I just love being a consumer of network marketing products as well. So if I find a friend who is in a different network marketing product, a different network marketing company, I try my best to support them because A, I know I'm going to love the product, and B, I just love helping and supporting other fellow entrepreneurs.
oh, totally. I remember my girlfriend's daughter started selling makeup and cosmetics, and I was like, hook me up, show me
Hmm.
what you have. It's so exciting, young mom income so that she can be home with her baby.
So, would you mind saying that one more time? It kind of got a little fuzzy. Like you zoned out for a
Oh,
second.
sure. Yeah, sure. A few months ago, a friend of mine, her daughter started selling cosmetics and
Mhm.
makeup and skincare. And as soon as I saw that post on Facebook, I messaged her. I said, "Show me what you have. I'm curious. I wanted to support her. I was so proud of this young mom who wanted to be home with her new baby, to create income, to build a new career. It's like, what can I do to support you? And tell me about your products."
Yeah,
And I
that's
was
the
born.
one thing I do love about the MLM is that we all just kind of try and support each other. It's kind of just like a big loving family. So I do love that. Now, I do have another question for you because I know we talked about, what really got you into MLM, but I'm curious, like, what was that thing that really took um what took it from a hobby to a career? Like, what was that thing that flipped the switch that made you want to make this your career instead of just like a part-time income to help pay for school or babysitters or anything like that?
So I was not happy in my current job. I loved the job, but the changes we were going through, two airlines were merging. There was definitely a conflict within the unions. And I was being forced to be gone, a week or more at a time, being on call, even though I was there for almost 25 years. And so the work environment was definitely challenging.
Because this was right
And
after 9/11, right?
yes, it was in the few years after that,
Yeah.
when I realized that within the different network marketing companies, the company that that found me had a way that I could get medical benefits. That was a really big
Mm,
carrot for me.
yeah.
And when I realized, okay, wait a minute, I could replace my income, which is great, but it was those medical benefits, like having that, and college tuition reimbursement. That
Mhm.
was like a driving force. So I immediately said, okay, I want some options here. Like, what do I need to do? What does it look like for me to get that benefit for my family? Because I was fueled by, I wanted to be free. I wanted to have
Mhm.
some choices, and I was not happy. And I still remember breaking out into tears when I was making the decision, because they were sending me off to another country that some people would deem not safe. And I was going to be gone for a week. And I was like, I just want to own my life. I don't want a company to say, you will go to work now, and you will be gone, and you will own us. That's what being on reserve means,
Yeah. It's kind of
airline.
like being on call for doctors, but you're on call for flight attendants. So if somebody gets sick or calls out, they call you. And I remember you used to the airport wasn't close. It wasn't like 20 minutes away. I
Yeah.
mean, it was 2 hours away. So I mean, it's like the moment you got the call, you had to leave, and you couldn't do anything because you had to be home in case you got that call. So it's not like you could just go out and still live your life. You were still kind of you were forced to stay at home.
And it wasn't always like that. That's what happens, is like what we're going through now in our world. Our world just changes. Life happens. Situations change. People are finding themselves at home a whole lot more. People are finding that their jobs are diminishing. So we're having a lot of people are definitely opening up to the possibility of
Mhm.
having an online business or an MLM.
Oh yeah, absolutely. With the situation that's going on with quarantine and the coronavirus, a lot of businesses, and I do feel for them because a lot of businesses have struggled. There've been a lot of hardships, but with that, not everyone has actually had hardships. And many different companies, they've actually had the best growth. This is the best year they've ever had. For example, toilet paper. like, it's like Zoom. Definitely, there are definitely some companies out there who are definitely benefiting from this, and I think one of them is actually, people just becoming their own bosses and being entrepreneurs, and I feel like that ignited that spark in a lot of people that's like, you know what, like, ooh, I could lose my job today, tomorrow. I don't know if I have a job. I kind of have to, think for myself, and I have to provide for my family. And you know what, a lot of people, the the one thing I do like about MLM is that you don't have to create the product. Like, it's a product that already exists, and it's a phenomenal product. All your job is to do is to sell the product, which you can do. Everyone can easily do. You don't have to do the product manufacturing or worry about shipping or anything like that. All you got to do is sell the product, and that's an easy out for a lot of people. It helps solves a lot of problem for people.
Right. And that's the thing. And it's interesting. You use the word sales, but a lot of times I market to somebody. The internet looks like it's a little
Yeah,
sketchy. Were you able to hear
you
me?
got stuck a little bit, so just rewind just like a sentence.
Yeah. Oh,
You were saying
ruh-roh.
I said a word that sparked a thought.
Yeah, no, oh, with sales. Like, so
Mm,
I look at, you use the word sales, and I know that we had talked about it before, and a lot of times people transpose it. But really, marketing. It's presenting a product to someone and they get to decide, and you offer the features and the benefits. So a lot of times I don't feel like I'm selling, even though there is an order form, so there is sales, but I
right.
definitely look at as a way of sharing and offering solutions for those who are interested. Like for me, I'm looking for who I can support because I know I'm going to get superior products.
Right. Right. Now, I have a couple more questions here that I just want to ask you real quick. Let me just pull them up here. Sorry. Okay. So, the other question I had was so the thing is with a lot of network marketing companies, like, so you have this one company, but you're going to have hundreds of thousands of distributors, right? So, what makes you, the distributor, makes you different from the other 100,000 distributors in that company?
Right. Well, you know what? Everybody has the same product,
Hmm.
the same product. And the individual factor of each and every one of us makes us a unique person. So perhaps I'm not the company I'm with. People are, it's in the relationship business. They're in relationship with me. So my own uniqueness makes me unique.
Mm.
Now, in my uniqueness, I tend to be a visionary. I definitely like to be very, very forward thinking. And
Kind
I
of like to
tend to
see the
attract,
big picture type of thing.
yes, I like to look at the big picture. I love to stay current. I like to know what's happening. And I tend to attract people that are the same way, because it's exciting.
Hmm. Okay, well that's really great. Thank you, because I know a lot of people are out there are like, what makes me different, like, than the other 100,000 distributors out there. And I do have to, like, I do remember one person, and they love the product. They love the product, but for some reason the and it could be just like a personality thing, but she wanted to join the business but didn't do it because she might have had miscommunicated with the distributor she found it through. And then a few years later, she actually did join, but she did it under a different distributor because her personalities aligned. And I know we talk a lot about personalities and stuff, so we'll talk about that a little bit later, not in this episode, not in this interview, but I'll have you back and we'll talk about like learning about different personalities and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
that would be great. And also, I want to just, when I was listening to you
mhm.
talk, it made me think of timing. Sometimes that somebody has an
Mm,
idea of, oh, I really want to do it, and the timing is just off.
yeah,
And so, and what I always encourage people to be is the best version of themselves. They can't be me, they can't be you, but they can be themselves. And helping someone build their self esteem so that they're the best version of themselves is what's going to make them unique within their own company. And so many times when we talk about duplication, we think we have to be our sponsor or a sideline buddy or our partner.
right.
But moving forward into 2021, now, if you're watching this replay, you're like, oh, that's old. But moving into the new year, find out being authentic is going to be the number one thing. Being you and being okay with who you are and what you like and where you want to go. And that is the number one thing I want to take to everybody that I mentor.
Yeah, and then what you said is really powerful because I know that a lot of people, there's a common saying, "Fake it till you make it." So it's kind of like you pretend to be the big dog. You pretend like you're this huge, successful and network marketer, because that's who you want to be. And it does come across. It feels kind of internally like disingenuous just because that's not where you are right now. And I encourage people to just be like, it's okay to be a beginner. It's okay to start from scratch. It's okay to not know what you're doing. It's actually kind of a pretty nice quality that people attract to. Not everyone wants to be with the big dog, you know?
Well, may I comment on what you were
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Thoughts are like, you know what, buy the fancy car, have the big watch. Is the internet okay?
Yeah, would you it just lagged a little bit. Mine's restarting.
Okay, yeah, no worries. So years ago, it was all about having the fancy car, the big
Mhm.
watch, fake it, make it like you were saying. And we're moving into a completely different paradigm shift where it's okay. And some people say never let them see you sweat. And that just never seemed authentic to me. I really kind of want my team to say, you know what? I'm just like you. I've been doing this longer and I'm being coachable and teachable along the way.
Mhm.
And many, many times I will tell my team, hey, I just did this workshop and this is the aha I have. I share my ahas with them. I let them see a sweat that I'm in there, that I'm working and I'm trying to be a better version of myself. And so to bring it to a round to closure of, so yeah, you want the nice car, you might want the watch, the big house, then help your team have a dream board, a vision board, and talk about visualizing that and bring it rather than just faking it and worrying about how you're going to pay for it, and pray your car doesn't get repossessed.
And what you said kind of like I really liked what you said. Um, oh my gosh, it just left my brain. So, oh, I really liked what you said. Oh, and I was gonna say something about it. Oh, okay, I remember. So what makes you a good leader is that you're really authentic and really real with people. And I think people get in trouble, especially with the big leaders, is like, for example, not letting their downline see them struggle or see them have troubles or have obstacles. And what that creates, I feel like, with their downline is that their downline may look like there's something wrong with them. They might feel there's a disconnection because they feel like they're not good enough or there's something wrong with them. When in fact we all have the same struggles, just not everyone's showing them.
Yeah, exactly. Now with that said, there's a balance, right? Because you never want to be a leader or anybody in life where you're the complainer or
Hmm.
blame and cut it over
Right.
things. It's about taking responsibility for where you're going, what you're doing, and sharing the solution and aha. I find that it's more powerful to go, okay, guys, this is where my thoughts were. This is where I've had to relook at that, where I didn't have a mindset that was good for me, and now this is where I'm going. So sometimes it's better to share the after you've got the aha because you're
That's true.
blazing the
Yes,
trail.
yes. So then you can teach the process.
If you're drowning in the pool, they can't really save you, right?
No,
So you
no.
drowning on the lifeline.
Well, we all have struggles, and we may have different struggles just because of where we are and how long we've been here. So, one more question that I did have, and so part of this thing of like why I want to do this podcast or this TV show is to help really 21st, like take MLM and help grow it into the 21st century using internet marketing and that sort of stuff. So one of the big key pieces that I really am passionate about is how to automate your network marketing or MLM business. So my question for you is, and what systems do you have that automate your network marketing business? And it could be anything. Like it could be lead generation, customer care. It could be getting new customers, new prospects. Yeah, it could be really anything, but just want to inspire some thought and stuff about how you personally automate your network marketing business.
Okay. So number of years back, I got a system that was very, very complex. I still have it. I don't want to say the name, and it's really good if you learn to use it. It got a little confusing, confusion,
Confusion.
and yes. However, once you get through the learning curve, for me, now guess what? There's new systems that are out there that are so much easier to use. But what happens is when you start sometimes with the very first one, the dinosaur, it doesn't grow as quickly. So I was with the dinosaur, and here's a system that works really well is having a follow-up sequence. There's several of them now. I've just heard about like Project Broadcast. I know there's Kojak. I know that there's Infusionsoft. I know that there's several other ones that are constantly coming and doing it.
No. Oh no.
tracking, but those automatic email systems. So came up with a welcome to the team email series. So when you get a new person that comes to the team, there's a sequence of emails that goes out, like one every day or one every 3 days,
Okay.
that gives an action, just to help automate. You have somebody new to the team and you see their name, but you don't know them. It's very easy to record a greeting. Hello, and welcome to the team, and share that and send that by an automated email and invite them to the team page to connect, and a way to give them that they're part of a community and a team and welcome. So that's huge. And then to do something very similar to your customer care.
Hmm.
Now, one of the challenges I'll say with that is email is becoming less openable. If you look, there might only be, I mean, they say it's a good day if you're getting like a crazy good day if you're getting an open rate of 15 or 20%.
Oh, yeah, that's a
That,
phenomenal day. That's a
that's like
phenomenal
a
day.
phenomenal, and I'm not okay with that piece.
Hmm.
So I'm interested in your show as you really talk about other ways where there's systems involving texting
Hmm.
or other avenues. So I'll be appealed to your show. I'm always looking for new and innovative ways. I've heard about several new programs and I haven't looked yet, so I can't wait for you to interview those people so that I can learn how to implement some of those systems within my organization.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm really excited. And that's part of like the good thing is that everyone has a different system. Not everyone's gonna have the same system. So we all can learn from each other and all be like, and we can listen and be like, oh, I like that piece. I think I'm gonna add that into my business, into my systems. And we can also have the opinion, be like, you know what? That's maybe not for me. But I know somebody who it may be a good fit for, and then you can share it. So not everything's going to be with everyone, but I mean, we get different sparks and just sharing the ideas because everyone's got a new idea. So I really appreciate you, sharing your automated system with us because the point of automating is to help make our lives easier, right? We want to have more time to do the things that we love to do rather than things we have to do. And then the last question I have for you is so another thing about this show is I really like to be real with people, and you're real. We're pretty much cut from the same cloth. So we're real, we're authentic. So I have a question for you. Um, so what is something right now in this moment that you're struggling with, and how are you in the process of fixing it, or have you already fixed it, or do you have a plan for that?
A couple things. Couple things. Keeping things simple. And so what I realize is, being drawn towards innovation and
Mhm.
bringing things, when you add something new, you have to take away something because there can't be 21 steps to get started. You really need like 3 steps, right? One,
Yeah,
two,
yeah,
three,
yeah.
four is the max. So if I'm constantly tweaking, then it's got to be keeping it simple. See, and so it's easy to get complicated. And I've just recently, again, went through my system. What's really working? What's not? Being really real about what's working and tracking it. And let's see, was something else that sometimes keeping things simple, it's easy to get overwhelmed because you
Mhm.
write a checklist. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to,
Yeah.
we're right there first. And so simplifying it helps, right?
Mhm.
What's the most important? Circling that's what's the most important. And then I recently signed up to got a new mentor and a coach, somebody who is a
Mm.
multi-dollar earner that has been incredibly successful. Again, just to push myself to think outside the box because I know the mind that created maybe any situation that's overwhelmed is
Mhm.
not going to be the mind that's going to solve it. So I'm
Mhm.
always open to new perspectives on the situation, right? Seeing my business
Mhm.
from somebody else's eyes.
That's a really good take on it. And I love the fact that you were already a successful network marketer, but I love the fact that you're continuing to learn and grow because a lot of people when they feel like they've gotten to the top, they're like, "Oh, I don't need a mentor. I know it all." But I really admire the fact that you are still stepping out there and still learning to grow and still wanting to grow and still wanting to be a better version of yourself and still wanting to be a better leader and continue to grow your team. So you yourself have a mentor. So I love that. And I have a mentor too. I think everyone should have a mentor, because I think it's super important because like we're not born with all the tools in the toolbox. We kind of have to keep figuring it out, figuring it out, some things on our own, some things we are taught, some things we have to investigate, and some things we are, given through our coaches and mentors.
Something else I wanted to add that when you were talking, I was thinking about it. Here's one of the beauties of network marketing. When you have a job, when you're an employee, and you're training somebody and you're growing and being a better version of yourself, or you're sharing ideas and masterminds, you could easily be training someone to replace you and you could lose your job.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's
when
not
you,
something most
but
people think
when,
about.
right. But in network marketing, when you're have masterminds and growing and training, you're only enhancing and growing yourself and making yourself more valuable. And you're only lucky if somebody grows past you.
Right.
Where another place, people they have ceilings and they can't grow and they're always afraid of sharing their secrets. Within the network marketing industry, a lot of people share ideas and collaborate because it's all about becoming better versions of yourself and duplicating yourself.
And that's one of the reasons I love network marketing as well, is because network marketing and personal growth go hand in hand. So it's just part of the journey of being an entrepreneur and owning your own business. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You're my first guest, so this is such a special honor. It was a real blast having you on the show. So I'm really excited. Anything else you'd like to say before we wrap it up?
No, but I can't wait for your other episodes because I myself am always learning and I know you're going to be doing the cutting edge and I love hearing other people's stories. So keep up the great work.
Yeah, and I'm really excited because I know I mentioned earlier about talking about the personalities and stuff like that. So I will have you on at some point soon, and we will talk about all the different personalities and how they all purchase differently and stuff like that. So that's a really fun topic that we'll have to talk about later. But again, guys, this is my mom, Sharon. She is a network marketing pro, and I'm very excited to have her as a guest as the first episode of the Big Money MLM. So you guys, I hope you guys learned a lot in this first episode, and we will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.